Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead and Transparency Now. I want to read you an article I found on Facebook today. It says, and I will post the links for the articles below. It says, wave goodbye to global warming, genetic modification, and pesticides. Radio wave treated water could change agriculture as we know it. It's Irish pioneers meet Tom Prenville. Miracle-Gro. Treated water results in larger, healthier crops, says Professor Austin Dara of Limerick University, the 25th of August, 2013. A groundbreaking new Irish technology, which could be the greatest breakthrough in agriculture since the plow, is set to change the face of modern farming forever. The technology, radio wave energized water, massively increases the output of vegetables and fruits by up to 30%. Not only are the plants much bigger, but they are largely disease resistant, meaning huge savings in expensive fertilizers and harmful pesticides. Extensively tested in Ireland and several other countries, the inexpensive water treatment technology is now being rolled out across the world. The technology makes GM obsolete, and we're not talking General Motors, we're talking genetic modification, and also addresses the whole global warming fear that there is too much carbon dioxide in the air by simply converting excess CO2 into edible plant mass. Developed by Professor Austin Dara and Dr. J.J. Leahy of Limerick University's Department of Chemistry and Environmental Science, the hardy, eco-friendly technology uses nothing but the natural elements of sunlight, water, carbon dioxide in the air, and the minerals in the soil. The compact biscuit tin-sized technology, which is called ViAqua, meaning life water, converts 24 volts of electricity into a radio signal which charges up the water via an antennae. Once the device is attached to a hose, thousands of gallons of water can be charged up in less than 10 minutes at a cost of pennies. Speaking about the new technology, Professor Austin Dara says, ViAqua makes water wetter and introduces atmospheric nitrogen into the water in the form of nitrates, so it is free fertilizer. It also produces the miracle of rejuvenating the soil by invigorating soil-based microorganisms. We can also make water savings of at least 30%. When the water is treated, it becomes better solvent, which means it can carry more nutrients to the leaves and stem and percolate better down into the soil to nourish the roots, which in turn produces a better root system. Hence the reason you need less water and why you end up with larger and hardier crops, explains Professor Austin Dara. Extensively tested in Warrenstown Agricultural College, the technology is being hailed as a modern-day miracle. Harold Lawler is Ireland's foremost agricultural specialist. As a director of the National Botanical Gardens and former Master of Agricultural Science at Warrenstown Agricultural College, he has carried out more research on ViAqua growth enhancing technology than perhaps anyone else in the world. In the bedding plants, we really saw a difference in results. They were much hardier and tougher. You could drop a tray of these plants on the ground and they would not shatter like ordinary plants. We also noticed that the treated plants needed far less fertilizer than the untreated ones. The roots took the nutrients in better, whereas with other normal plants, leaching of minerals occurs, explains Harold Lawler. Impressed, Harold Lawler's research team carried out further extensive tests on a wide variety of vegetable plants. The iceberg lettuces were far superior with faster germination, and with carrots, for example, the crops were on an average of 46% heavier, explains Harold Lawler. During the recent successful tomato crop field trials in Italy, 3 of the country's largest agricultural co-ops were so impressed with the results that they have now decided to recommend the technology to the country's farming community. Elsewhere, the Indian government have now concluded their own tests which confirm that they are able to boost tea plant production by over 1/3 while using far less water. Wow! Can you imagine, just imagine, The compact biscuit tin size technology, which is called Viaqua, meaning life water, converts 24 volts of electricity into a radio signal which charges up the water via an antenna. Once the device is attached to a hose, thousands of gallons of water can be charged up in less than 10 minutes at the cost of pennies. You can use 30% less water, no need for pesticides, fertilizers. I want one. I have a feeling we know why Monsanto stockholders were dumping stock. This is the Mrs. Wolfe from our half-acre homestead and Transparency Now saying, this is really good news. Take care. Bye-bye.